All right, so we're here November 23rd, 2022, American Thanksgiving tomorrow. I'm fortunate I get to celebrate two Thanksgivings. My wife is American and I am Canadian, so we get to celebrate two. Means I get to eat double the turkey, double the stuffing, and all the rest. So that's pretty exciting. It's kind of my good news is that I'm getting my second Thanksgiving tomorrow, and also that I had an absolutely incredible day. Let's go around the board and let's talk a little bit about anybody's wins. Anybody have any wins that they want to share? Any newbies that want to come on here and ask any questions? Anybody on here that wants to jump on live right now?
I just want to introduce myself. I'm Brandon Lopez. I'm from Santa Cruz, California. I've actually came across, you're on YouTube. I came across the YouTube videos probably almost, maybe going on almost 6 months ago. But I was, working and doing things and doing this and that. But I always felt like, this was something that I could definitely do. And I've been trying to, soak up as much knowledge and as much information I can from the videos and everything like that. So, like I said, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here now. I'm planning on, trying to finance myself to get this thing off the ground, to become a part of Asphalt Kingdom. And I'm just glad to be here, trying to get going within this next, hopefully within the next 3 or 4 months, get everything going and hit the ground running. So I'm going to be here attending every roundtable that I can, soaking up as much knowledge as I can, learning as much as I can. So it's an honor and a pleasure to meet all you guys. I'm probably the newest guy to this group. So thank you very much. I'm honored to be here.
Welcome, Brennan. You're gonna see a lot of faces on here. Actually, I am super stoked that you are here and you're moving towards this direction of building your own thriving business here. Have you built a business previously? Were you working for somebody else prior to this?
No, my whole life I pretty much worked in the trades, man. I pretty much framed houses, did roofing, did concrete. I mean, I just pretty much worked for another guy. You know what I mean? And it's I've always had entrepreneurial aspirations. I've always had $1 million ideas that I felt like I had. Trying to build a culture, like you said, trying to have people believe in the culture around me, friends, family, all this stuff like that. So I finally came to a place in my life where I'm like, look, man, you don't have to be great to start, but you got to start to be great, like you said. So it was one of those things where it's like, why wait? Let's just get busy and get going, and this is one of the things that I felt like there's something I can do. So, I'm trying to go 175% and, trying to make this happen, so it's just, that's kind of like, where I am. I just don't want to be a yes man no more. I kind of want to be the boss now. And I know it's easier said than done, and I have a lot of buddies in different industries who own their own companies, restaurants and businesses and this and that. And they all say the same thing. It's not as easy as it looks, but if you're up for it, I believe in you, so that's, kind of where I'm at,
Congratulations. I want to give a big shout out to Rod Hilton. What's up, brother? So good to have you back on tonight. So good. It's been a while. I know you've had a hell of a season. Your camera, by the way, is muted on Zoom. You're muted, but I'd love to hear your voice, man. How the heck has your season gone? I mean, you guys have been crushing it.
Yeah, it's been an amazing year. We thought we had an amazing year last year, but this year overtook that big time. And that's how come I haven't been able to be on Wednesday nights, because we've literally been working past dark underneath lights and everything. And I mean, we try to get it all in, but we can't, you know what I mean? And the biggest problem for us is just the help, you know what I mean? Which is everywhere. But I mean, if we had to help, we could have definitely but we crushed it this year. Absolutely.
This is a common problem, the help. Yeah, the common problem is we get too busy that there's not enough help. I know Chip is nodding his head heavily right there.
Yeah, that's the only drawback. If I could hire 6, 7, 8 more guys, I would. But I'm going to have to next year, because the paving division of it you know, so we bought our own triaxles and stuff now. So we got to man them. We got to man up.
Quite a journey, quite a journey, eh, buddy?
Oh yeah. All goes to you. All goes to you.
No, man, it's
without,
you.
Without you, Express Asphalt Solutions wouldn't be here.
Man, you're too kind. I think, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, if we can spark something, that allows somebody to gain some perspective and thought and give some guidance, I mean, at the end of the day, this is all you guys. Addy, who works with us, works very closely with me. He's a brother now. He is incredible, an incredible human. And it's really like, it's about a spark, whether it's our team internally, whether it's friends. If we can just put a spark into somebody that allows them to have a better, brighter future, why the heck not? Let's see. And if the spark catches, cool. If it doesn't, then maybe it's something different, but at least there's a spark. And so, Rod, you've done it, man. I mean, I literally am so excited for you and so proud of what you've been able to build, man. And in a very short, you're going into year what now?
We just finished our second season.
I mean, it's berserk. I mean, you're supplying seal coat to contractors. You're unbelievable growth, and it's like just so impressive.
Yeah, it's definitely taken off really well. It's been an amazing journey. You know, it's the sky's the limit. It's just don't give up. Just keep stepping. Don't look back.
Yes, sir. Chip, happy Thanksgiving to you, and have a beautiful, beautiful Thanksgiving with your family, brother. We'll catch up. I can't wait to see you down here in Anguilla in just about a week. I'm excited for that. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah, I can't wait to get down there. Things have just been crazy the last couple of weeks. We've gotten over probably close to $200,000 worth of work that needs to be done by the end of the year, but it's just not going to happen. And that's part of the pressure. Too many people that are great customers having to juggle everything and figuring it all out. But it's all good. It's good stuff. We blew our end of the year goal out of the water.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And thank you for everything that you've personally done for me. I really, really appreciate it, and can't wait to keep on giving back.
You're incredible. Thank you for being such a lighthouse, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah. You too. You taught me how. Thank you. My mama says bye.
Bye, mama.
I heard you. Hey, and I believe in your philosophy. Only way you can do it. The only way you can get 86 years old.
Yes. Well, I can't wait to meet you when I come up that way.
All right.
That'd be great.
She said that'd be great. All right, everybody.
Have a beautiful Thanksgiving.
Night. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Bye.
Thanksgiving, brother. Bye. Man, what a cool night. This is cool. I mean, I feel like this is pretty awesome. It's just a completely different kind of cool vibe going on, and that feels good for me, certainly. Kind of relaxed and chill in this kind of Zen space mentally right now. Thank you. Guys, let's dig into any questions that you guys have. There's got to be questions. You guys got to have lists. I know that I speak a lot, so I apologize for all these words that come out of my mouth from somewhere that's speaking through me. But I'm not going to really apologize because I'm not really sorry for it. I just kind of do what I do, and that's it. But guys, let's speak. Any questions? Tyler, what's up?
And I think this is one that Brandon and other newbies that are on here can appreciate. Product it is that I'm going to seal with in the spring, and also therefore what kind of a spraying applicator I'm going to buy, because I understand that depends whether you're going to spray oil or if you're going to do water-based or whatnot. I've heard a lot of pros for both the oil and the water-based products, and the pros and cons to each. Admittedly, I was initially leaning towards wanting to apply oil-based product because of just the fact of how it soaks into and kind of rejuvenates the asphalt. Again, newbie, so if I'm wrong, who cares? But anyway, so what do you guys suggest? And how does a person know what product to offer as far as seal coating goes?
So first and foremost, I'm just going to jump in because I know you're Canadian. There's absolutely no doubt you're Canadian, correct?
Yes.
Where are you located?
Kamloops.
You're in Kamloops, right? We spoke. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tyler, got it, dude. I can't see you too well. So come in on the camera a little bit. So
It's really
there you
close.
go. Oh, there, that's so much better. I can see your eyes now. So oil-based sealer is what I used to spray when I first started in the industry when I was 18 years old. And that oil-based sealer that I was spraying, I needed a dangerous goods carrying license to carry it because it's flammable. And so I needed to,
like Black Mac, the same kind
yeah,
of thing?
I'm talking about Black Mac. Absolutely. Yeah. It's flammable. It's petroleum based. It's you can cut it with gasoline or diesel fuel, put it that way. And you're applying that onto driveways or onto parking lots. And so you need to make sure that your insurance is also very strong, because I unfortunately lit a whole driveway on fire that burned down cedar hedges at a home, and it turned into a complete nightmare. So I'm not steering you away from it. I'm just saying, make sure that you understand the risks involved with spraying oil-based sealer. The other thing too is that the claim that oil-based sealer penetrates the asphalt and rejuvenates it as part of the sales pitch is a little bit oversold. It's not. If you actually cut asphalt through and you looked at it from the side and you look at asphalt, the actual Black Mac, it's not penetrating the asphalt per se. It's really more of just a very surface coating that is very, very thin. It's not viscous. It's not a sealer. So when people talk about Black Mac being a seal coat, it's actually not a seal coat. It's more of a surface rejuvenator, but it doesn't penetrate into the depth of the asphalt. Very, very surface. So if you have, like, where you have the aggregate and then you have the asphalt that's dried up in between the rocks, it'll give a little bit more darkness to, will give darkness to that color, but it will not do what we call a full seal. It will not fill in the small fissures. It will not fill in the areas that might have a little bit of a pore that's extending below that piece of aggregate. It's really designed to do a light coating of oil-based sealer to make it look good. It's shiny when it's first applied. It turns back matte black after about a week, 5 to 7 days. It turns matte black. If you apply it too thick, it will tack. And so we do sell oil-based sealer. We sell Black Mac in Canada. We do, but we sell a fraction of that compared to the AE that dries rapidly, that you don't need a dangerous goods carrying license. It's way more environmentally friendly. It can get sold that way. So the only difference, the reason why contractors love oil-based sealer versus the asphalt emulsion is because it's easier to apply with a pressurized spray gun using an Albany or Viking gear pump that we also sell, or ProTech sells. It's a much easier application. The fan spray will only be roughly around 12 inches to 14 inches wide. So you'll notice when you're looking at videos of the oil-based spray systems that are spraying, it's a very narrow fan spray, and you have to do more passes, meaning it takes longer to do your projects as well. So this is some food for thought about my experience with the products. We sell both. I've used both personally. If I was going to build my business and make a bunch of money, I'd go with something that is more environmentally friendly, that's less expensive, and that I can get more done, more bang for my time. That's what I would use.
Okay, very fair. Let's put the contractor difficulties aside. If it was your personal driveway and you were hiring somebody to spray it for you, knowing what you know, and it's your own asphalt, what would you rather have sprayed down?
I'd prefer asphalt emulsion for sure.
Okay.
Especially in Kamloops, man. You guys have rivers, you've got all kinds of stuff over there, right? So you're spraying down in a heavy petroleum-based product right into the environment. All that stuff is just pounding out into the environment. So the direction of our environment thought process right now with homeowners and people who are thinking about environment more and more, you're going to want to use a product that's going to be able to support those sales, that marketing and sales effort for sure. If I was a homeowner from a longevity perspective, if you look at oil-based sealer, it's going to last for 2 years. Every 2 to 3 years, you should seal coat with oil-based sealer. Well, not just as a homeowner, but also as a contractor, you want that renewable business, right?
Mhm.
So you want that renewable business every 2 to 3 years. Asphalt emulsion is going to give you the same performance. So every 2 to 3 years, you should seal with AE for sure.
Gotcha. All right, I have more, but that was my biggest one, so I'll turn it over to other people for now.
I am curious in hearing more about the oil-based though, because I'm sure you've spoken with somebody that might have been pitching you on it, or maybe there's a little bit more depth to that conversation. I'd love to hear more about it.
Well, a friend of my dad's years ago when, much earlier in my life, he was a seal coating contractor, and I should have paid a lot more attention to his business when I was still living near him, but he used Black Mac and swore by it, and he would drive long distances just to fill up his tanks with that. And so, yeah, I just, between that and just YouTubing the differences between the two and seeing some people give examples of how the oil-based, yeah, I mean, they used a sponge instead of actual asphalt to show, but the point was that it would absorb a little bit compared to the asphalt emulsion would just stay on top. So there's that component to it. Also, I manage a hangars out at the airport, and we have a couple aprons that surround these hangars. So I've been in charge of the maintenance of that asphalt, and we've had a tough time getting companies that would stick, be back every couple of years kind of thing, dependability. And so we've had a few different companies, and we've had companies that have sprayed the asphalt emulsion, the water-based. We've had companies that have sprayed the Black Mac, and it just seems like the asphalt emulsion chipped off a little bit more than the oil-based product hasn't really chipped. And if the only downside really is that we had a water-based product on when I first started doing it, and then we later had some an oil-based company come in and do work, and so their oil-based went over top of the water-based, which isn't probably ideal. And then but we had some of that water-based was chipping already before the oil-based guys came, and he's like, man, if we could have just been here doing oil-based the whole time, you wouldn't have this chipping issue. So I'm kind of torn, but admittedly was leaning towards the oil-based.
Yeah. Who here is in the United States? Raise your hand. And let me ask you, in the United States, is oil-based used at all?
I just think that in this day and age, everything is going towards environmentally conscious ways of doing the same thing, and you can't beat better bang for your buck. So everybody's environmentally conscious, and it's especially for leaving your carbon footprint with your business, and the stakeholders in the communities where you're spraying stuff at, especially like that. I live in Santa Cruz, so I live in a beach town, and everybody would be without even knowing, just knowing the culture in Santa Cruz, everybody would be more on board with something that does almost the same thing, that's more environmentally friendly. So that's just the kind of like the way business is going. I'm actually in school right now, getting my AA in business, and we basically learned about how back in the day it used to be, like that, because there wasn't that much knowledge. But now that there's so much more knowledge, and the effect of things that are oil-based and things that can, damage rivers, damage trees, damage the ozone, damage animals, everything is more towards going environmentally friendly. So that's definitely what I'm probably going to do.
Rod, what's going on in the US, man? What's going on? Anybody using oil-based sealer?
No, nobody's using the oil-based sealer that I know of, and I belong to a lot of the groups. I know a lot of the guys, and the only thing that even comes close to that, and you might agree with me, is the coal tar that we have here. You know, where it's not eco-friendly as, you know, A is and stuff like that. But yeah, there's no oil that I know of being sprayed.
The reason why I'm bringing that up is because it phased out of the American market a long time ago. Canada's way behind as to the phase out. But Jim Allison from McAsphalt has been talking about phasing out oil-based sealer for years and years and years, and it's on that constant trend. Environment Canada literally is going through the banning stages of oil-based sealer as well as coal tar emulsion. You can feel free to reach out to them, Tyler, just to get that reassurance. And then you'll also want to make sure that from a seal coat perspective, Black Mac or whoever mentioned that it was a seal coat, it will never seal small cracks in the surface, whereas something that's more viscous, more of a tomato soup, will seal those small cracks. So the design of seal coat is to seal coat. The design for a rejuvenator is a rejuvenator. A design for a tack is an SS1. They're all different. But I would strongly recommend, before spending, you know, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 on a spray system and the supplies that are going to cost you money, that you might phase out pretty quickly, because we have a lot of Black Mac customers moving to our other systems that spray asphalt emulsion. Just make sure you're not blowing a pocket full of money out the door without really consulting people in the industry that are in the American market that are big wigs, not just Canadian contractors who have only really had access to Black Mac until we disrupted the Canadian market.
Understood.
Cool.
That was a big question. Thank you.
No probs, man. Hopefully that was some information from a bunch of us that can help. Any other questions, guys? Robert Ramos, what's going on, man? You're patching big jobs, you're rocking and rolling. You're muted. You're on mute.
Yeah, so I have, I'm going to start on Saturday on my patching. Like it's gonna be a 7,000 worth of pothole patching.
Amazing, $7,000. Imagine that, $7,000 in the end of November. That is absolutely incredible. Congratulations, man. Keeping that cash flow rolling through the months. I'll tell you, contractors in Canada right now are wrapping up their season, actually it's been wrapped up. And the majority of people in Canada are like going through these winter months where their cash is burning. And then people's mindsets change. It's like, oh boy, did I pack enough in that envelope to be able to make it through the winter months, to enter spring strong, to be able to have the buying power of buying power of bulk supplies and keep my cost rates down so that I can be more competitive and ultimately be more profitable, right? And so we need to really think through this right now as to how we can keep our cash flows rolling through these winter months. Let me ask you too, if you were ever selling, because I think we should always be building towards selling our company, right? That we should always, even though we might not be selling it, we should always be building it as though we will. Why? Because you'll build it better. And the goal is to get a sweet multiplier on your EBITDA, right? That's the goal, is to get a sweet multiplier on your EBITDA. Your EBITDA needs to be sweet as well, right? So let me ask you something. Do you think that any company that might acquire you may ask why you have such a drop in income through the winter months, and maybe that's not as attractive to a buyer as if you had cash flow flowing all winter long? Strongly urge you guys to take a close look at that as to how you can keep that cash flow rolling during the winter months. And if it's in snow removal, that's really a different niche, guys. It's not asphalt maintenance. It's not pavement asset management. It's not the same level of maintenance. It's more of the snow removal niche that has a different multiplier than asphalt maintenance. And so if you guys are looking at 7 or 8 time multipliers on your EBITDA, make sure your EBITDA is sweet and make sure that you have that cash flow rolling through the winter months. Pothole repair, guys, I can't preach it enough. I was on with Anthony Sponzo earlier from AFS Contracting LLC, and he's in Bloomfield, Connecticut. I was on with him. He has a $6,000 project that he's working on today. $6,000 today. That's 60 potholes, guys. 60 potholes, 3 machines. Closed. Raj, exactly using the sales tactic that I coach you and your team, exactly the same coaching. Goes up to the job and offers the pothole repair because potholes left unrepaired are unsafe. They're a liability risk, potential litigation. You want to keep the parking lot prolong the investment to keep it saving money, right? So that they don't have to repave it as much and keep the parking lot looking a heck of a lot better. So guys, just remember cash flow during the periods that other competitors are hibernating or sleeping. Keep the cash flow going. Such a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Mohammed, you have your hand up. Come on.
Yeah, hi. This is Mohammed. This is my first time being here. So Christian got in touch with me, and you know, I just looked at your website. Actually, it's funny, I was actually I was like, I'm in talks with a franchise who does similar work, and I'm actually in healthcare, so I have actually no idea about asphalt or anything. So I started, I'm like, okay, maybe I need to see something, and I'm like, okay, let's look at a YouTube video, and that's how I came across Asphalt Kingdom. So looked at a few things on the website, and then Christian got a hold of me, and he's like, man, you should come to our Wednesday meetings. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just come and listen to you guys. And it's very informative. And, you know, I like the fact that you discuss like how you started talking about health issues and all that. So, you know, we see that daily, every day about like people, we try to convince them, hey, you know, it's a simple blood work, and you know, it will just give me so much information. You got to do it. It's just a stake. And you know, a lot of people listen, some people don't. So you know, I think with the passage of time, we've become more health conscious and everything. So I liked how you started with that, because that's my field. So coming to asphalt, I mean, I mean, just kind of like a side thing, I wanted to do something different. So the good thing I liked about this business is that, you know, it's kind of recession proof business as well. You know, you can kind of contribute a lot to people, a lot of good people struggling, you know, they need some sort of help when it comes to businesses, and, you know, kind of helping them, you know, with the jobs and food on their plate, and, you know, a warm house where they can go to their kids and all that. So, you know, this really attracted me, and that's one of the reasons I was a little bit attracted to the franchise model as well, because like I said, I have no idea. So, but I'm glad to be here. I'm glad that I'm listening to you guys. And just if somebody could DM me about like how specifically in the US, because I'm in the Maryland area. So, you know, kind of help me understand the business a little bit better, tell me what mistakes I should not do, because of course I would like to have somebody who has experience, and kind of, you know, we kind of teach each other. I can talk to him about like business aspects from my perspective, and he can kind of help me with asphalt and coating, and you know, the business, like the operations of the business itself, what mistakes people make, what people who are doing well, what is it that they do, what customer relationship, building a brand, all those things. So I have just started my journey, and I'm glad to be with you guys.
Welcome, welcome, man. Welcome, welcome. Well, I know that Chris has an enormous amount of content to disperse to you, or if there's another meeting set up with somebody else, I'm not sure if Chris has tagged somebody in, but certainly get ready for a journey and a ride. This is not our first rodeo. We really love to give you what it is that you need to inspire you and get you moving into a direction of growth. Just hang tight, hold tight, everything will come out. we call it slow down to speed up. It's going to come out and roll out to you. We have workflows that are designed to get you to where you desire to go. So hold on tight. Thank you. Hector, what's going on?
So I'm another rookie, if that is a word. Similar to Muhammad, I actually started talking with Adi today, and he immediately invited me. I wanted to inquire a little bit more about it. I've been looking at your company for more than a year or so. Back then, though, I was still in a company working for almost dead product. If you still use checks, I was working with one of the largest companies in the United States, but in the Puerto Rico facility. And as you know, dead checks are going away most of the time, and the facility closed as a result of the pandemic. So I started a new venture with a friend of mine. We started a printing company. And so I initially was thinking about adding this as a way to even up the income. A printing company is a very competitive market, so margins are small. So in that sense, that's where I'm at today. I really think that it's very, and I congratulate you on your videos because they've been very informative. And I really think that there's a need in Puerto Rico for it. If you ever vacation here, you know that our roads are not the best. So that's where I am right now. So thank you for inviting me, and looking forward to learning more.
Hector, I'm a 50-minute flight from Puerto Rico. I live in Anguilla.
Oh, really?
I live in Anguilla. That's where I am right now. Yeah. So I look forward to catching up, man. Puerto Rico is wide open. I have some connections over there to be able to connect you with some interesting opportunities. If you decide to pull the trigger, there's some great connections in Puerto Rico that I have.
Thanks. Yeah. Looking forward to talking to you then.
Yeah, for sure. So Adi, definitely make a connection, and I'd love to hop on a call with Hector. That would be really cool. Great. Thanks, buddy. Excellent. Dom Manzo, you're back on. I can see you are rocking and rolling as usual, million miles an hour. What's happening, brother? You're muted.
Hey guys, how we doing? You guys ready for some turkey or what? I know I am. Hey, I know I said I wanted to, say a few things, but first and foremost, I just want to congratulate everybody. It's the night before Thanksgiving. You guys are all here. You guys are stepping up. You guys are really, taking the initiative to, make yourselves better. That's amazing. So just, it's a pleasure to be a part of this group. It's a pleasure to be around you guys. And, thank you all for being here. I just want to start there, it's amazing. Like Judd said, this is a group that's really growing. And, it's not all about, all about just the business we're in. It's also about, your mental health, your physical health, it's really important. And, this journey does take a toll on that, it takes a toll on your mental health. It takes a toll on your physical health. And, I'm battling some stuff now, and it'll come out, but, coming here and being with you guys, it really helps me get through it. So I want you guys to know that, you guys being here, plays a huge part, in my success as well. So, thank you guys, and, pat yourselves on the back, because I'm so proud of everyone here, and building this community. So I'll leave it at that, Judd. I won't get too crazy tonight, but, I just want you guys to know I love you guys, and I'm super proud of everyone here.
Dom, you are a incredibly special human being. The amount of paying it forward and help that you give people, you go out of your way to pay it forward, and that's the mindset, right? It's when we really set the hashtag pay it forward when we decided to do that with AK was the day that our company changed dramatically. The purpose, the intent was no longer just, it wasn't to sell equipment and supplies. It changed. It was to genuinely and passionately care about people and help them to achieve success. And that's the shift. That was the shift. And you know, you're going to see stuff all out there, all over the place. Social media is a gong show out there, guys. Be careful of all the information that's out there that is out there to deter you from becoming the best version of yourself. Don't get sucked into that world of that toxicity that lives out there. Be aware of it. It's cool to be aware of it. Don't, you know, it's just know when it's happening, and don't get sucked into that world. Very, very important, because I remember getting sucked into that years ago, where you'd see something on a group and somebody would be saying something, you know, bullying another person, and they're chopping somebody down, trying to burn their bridge, and, you know, saying that this and that and the other thing. And it was just, it became something that unfortunately you're attracted to, because you want to defend and you want to help and you want to do this and that. And I know Dom's nodding his head because he's done that, and he's defended. You've defended, and you've been that guy to steer towards the positivity and help and all of that. So man, I appreciate you more than you know, and a brother from another mother. Yep. Cool. Guys, core values and culture. I'm going to stamp it again right here. Core values and culture. I know that I say it over and over and over again. Set your core values. Make sure that you build the hell out of the culture for your company. It's not easy to do it when you are maybe not in tune with where you need to be. So make sure that you are doing the stuff that you need to do. Some of the things that I do that helps me tremendously is things like as follows. I have a cool 5-minute gratitude journal. It's a 5-minute journal, and I write in it. And today I wrote my business partner. I'm grateful for my business partner who pushes me harder. Second thing is my family that pushes me harder to be better. And 3 is my what did I write here? Must have been real early. To work harder on staying disciplined. Oh, my mentors that help me to work harder on staying disciplined. What could make today great? More Anguilla water sports bookings. We have a really cool business down here in Anguilla that my wife runs. It's a kiteboarding school, and the place is lighting up. She booked 17 grand worth of kite lessons in the last 48 hours. It's crazy. The island's full of people, and so she's booking the hell out of the business, and I'm watching her light up, and she's so excited to be running that and doing really, really well with it. Another thing that would make my day great is my gym workout. I got that accomplished, by the way, doing a deal with Quality Charters for boat charter company that's here, doing a partnership with Anguilla Water Sports. Guess what? Done. That was done after I wrote this. It's amazing when you write things down, that shit unfolds. It actually starts to happen. Daily affirmations. I'm smart. I'm handsome. I'm patient. I'm respectful. I'm energetic, and I'm strong. Those are my daily affirmations. And now tonight I have to write 3 amazing things that happened to me today. It's amazing how the things that I wrote happened to me today. How could I have made today even better, right? And so I can write about that. And then my commitment review. And guys, all I'm getting at here is, you know, chicks write in diaries. We should be able to write things as well, right? Otherwise it gets moved up in that bird's nest that we have, and it can get lost. But take the time. It's worth the time to get it out, you know. Speaking about it feels good, but then we finish this conversation, and then what? You guys are all going to go back to what it is that you were doing, and you're going to be like, that conversation was pretty intense, but now it's starting to dwindle. It's starting to fade a little bit. Maybe. But if you write it down, then it's there for you to read and reflect on. That's why I know that Tim Smith is not here tonight. He's actually out hunting and with Mike, actually. I told him before you get down here to the retreat, him and his wife, Jeanette, have to write their 18-month story where they're going to be in 18 months from now. And they have to write that before they come down to the retreat. And Chip, you have the same. Chip and Bambi have to do the same thing before they come down here. Because if they don't have it written out, then how can we truly dig into whether or not we can create a plan around that and what the plan looks like, and then go through a cool retreat where maybe that 18-month plan in the space of 4 or 5 days changes a little bit, right? And now the 18-month story might have an adjustment or realignment. And what's surprising is that the 18-month plan, which I wrote, is always tweaking and tuning, but you have something that's guiding you. It's like you have this path, right? You have this path. When you wake up and you're facing straight east and the sun is rising, what's reflecting on the water? Right? That path, right? It's like that sunlight's reflecting. And to me, that's, if you guys have that guiding light in front of you, then it gives you a great opportunity to be able to excel. It's not just about your schedule and the alerts that you have in your phone. It's way more than that. Write your story, guys. Paint your future, right? And manifest the hell out of it. Guys, it's already 9:05. Let's go ahead and just go around any quick questions. And if not, then we're going to go to our 1-word close for the night, which tells us how we're feeling. It's something we do on every single roundtable, and will happen in the future as well. Any questions? Immediate questions? Raj? Any questions?
No.
Hey, Judd, I think Gian, do you have something to say?
Gian, what's up, man? You were striping, dude. You were stenciling. You were with Dom. You went to go meet Dom. He freaking trained you how to like stencil. Like, tell us what's going on. This is awesome.
Was awesome. It was awesome. That's all I can say. Dom is amazing. Great to work with. We had a blast the whole time. I can see his energy, why people love him. It was an amazing day. It really, really was. I had a great time. I could just feel his enthusiasm. And I learned a lot in the time that I was with him. It was a great time. I really look forward to working with him down the road. I've already been in contact with him. Hopefully next week we could hook up at some point. I can help him out, learn the game a little bit more. It just definitely it changes you when you get into the field and you really work the product and you just really kind of take the bull by the horns, you know? So I'm really looking forward to this new journey. It's going to be great.
I'm so stoked for you guys. Dom, how do you do?
I know he's a little bit of a slacker, but we get no. He did great. He fit right into the culture. Big shout out to Jeremy. Jeremy, we're working for Jeremy on this job, and he's creating the opportunity for us to, to be able to, pay it forward. So he's definitely a huge part of this as well. So I don't want to leave him out. But he did great.
More to come.
I can't wait. So it's really refreshing to have someone come on and just really jump into things and really feel the culture, feel the vision, and the same way it motivates him and motivates me and the team as well, and all of you guys. It's fucking magical. It really is.
It is pretty magical, man. It is pretty magical, and that's again Lighthouse, dude. Like you do it every day that you're out there, man. And it's not easy. Again, not easy shit. It's go time. Owning a business, running a business, being a part of a business, and being a leader is not easy. But here we are, and looking to continuously be better. Hey, by the way, you guys, congratulations on freaking winning. Like the fact that you're even here right now, this is winning. Like full out winning. If you know people, invite more people. Yeah, let's go. I agree. But yeah, if you're out there in social media or whatever, and you see somebody that needs a helping hand or wants to be a part of a community that you think they would fit here, we don't want to bring people in that are going to create toxicity in this kind of an environment. We want people who are geared towards where they are now and where we're going, right? Like we're going, you guys drive me to be better. I truly desire to be better every time we meet. That's why I'm educating myself. It's why during our coaching program is why I continue to read and study and do the things that I do in my own time so that I can bring value every time. I don't want to just be a broken record. That's kind of average. So not into that. Cool. Good session tonight, guys. Did everybody feel good? Yeah. Really good? Like that's good stuff? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. One word close. Let's go around the board. There's no particular order. I'm just going right around. Let's go with Raj. One word close. You're good to go.
Grateful.
Grateful. Motivated is mine. Mr. Robert Ramos.
Excited.
Sorry, who's the gentleman right next to you, Robert?
Oh, his name is Chris. He's my co-owner of the Bros Asphalt.
Chris, what's up, buddy? One word close. What's the one word?
One word close. Huh? He doesn't know. He doesn't know yet. It's the first time to attend the
They get 2 words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next time we'll do it. Actually, forget it. Tell him we need one word close. Chris, what do you think of it? One word close tonight. Just make
word Chris is excited, so he's asking you for another one word close. Maybe thankful.
Painful?
Yeah. He's
Nope.
so shy.
No problem. So that next one though, I'm going to hold you to it. I'll sit here for an hour until you say it, brother. By the way, that's Bros Seal Coating right there. Straight up, follow them on social and stuff. They're awesome and they're crushing it. Congrats, guys, on your success. And so glad that you guys got to meet Glenn out in Glenn and Mackie in the Philippines. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Not cool. I was in the Philippines too, guys. It's not fair. I was in Taguig, by the way. I'm in Taguig, by the way. It's not fair.
Oh, really? I didn't know it. Maybe next year. I didn't know it, Daddy.
Of course.
See, guys all over the globe right now. This is wild, man. Gian, what's the one word close, brother?
Friendships.
Rod Hilton.
Innovator.
Nice. Rod, I'm so glad to see you, brother. I missed you, man.
Absolutely. Back at you.
Chris.
Love. Mine's gonna be
Love.
love for tonight.
Looking forward to
Sir.
catching up. Looking forward to catching up with you tomorrow.
For sure.
Yeah. Brandon.
Blessed.
Jeremy Staple.
Gotta go with thankful today.
Yes. I knew you were going to say it. I love it. Tyler.
Motivated.
Addy.
Help, because we always need it.
Mohammed. You're muted.
Altruistic.
Thank you. Dom Manzo.
Save me for last. Come on. They put the pressure on me.
You're not last. I got another row.
Of course, it's going to be family. You know, it's an important time of year for family. We're a family, and you know, family is really important this time of year. So, family.
Family. Chip. You're back. You're back. You're muted, but you're back, man. Mama's gonna come over and she's gonna grab you.
Oh, I know. She's already keeps peeking around the corner to watch this meeting. She is in love with you guys.
That's awesome.
I have to say, magical connection. And can I have more than one word? Can I say some more?
Go for it. Spill it. Let's go.
All right. So part of our culture list is be the change that you want to see in the world. So I think that's a big time important thing. And people on this round table help me realize that every day.
Amazing. My heart is filled. Hector,
Thankful.
Mr. John,
Empowered.
Yeah.
glad to hear from you, John. Mr. Bob,
Thank you.
Bob, you're on mute. If you can hear us, come off mute. One word close for tonight. All right. I'll do the one word close for Bob right on this one. You ready? Champions. All right, cool. All right, guys, appreciate all of your time, all of your energy. Really enjoyed tonight. It was a special one for me. I hope you guys have an absolutely incredible Thanksgiving for those of you that are celebrating it. And if you're not celebrating it, I think you should celebrate it every single day, because that's what we should be doing. Not, you know, on this particular Thanksgiving, it's like we get to be super thankful. But I think, again, let's really try to practice that every single day, guys. It's so important. Thank you guys for being you. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to work with you guys, to be a part of your journey. Genuinely, it's something very, very special. We don't take it for granted, and we're excited about what the future has in store with all of you. Looking forward, next Wednesday, we will be on 7 p.m., same time, same place, right here on the AK Roundtable, guys. Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.